All right. Good morning. A little bit different morning today. I'm actually not heading to the gym, and I'm heading to the airport. And for this event that's going on, everybody's already there. I'm flying in this morning and leaving this evening. Thankfully, it's only like a 4-hour flight for me. But normally today I have a leg day number 2. And so what I did, I was feeling good. I was just debating, do I go super early this morning at the Planet Fitness that's open 24/7 and not get in as good as sleep? Well, I didn't really sleep. Oh, this is icy. Oh, I'm sliding right through this. Holy moly, that was not good. The roads are really icy. I did not know this. It doesn't look like it at all. Must be black ice. I just slid right through the stop sign. But anyway, good thing it's super early. Otherwise, I might have hit somebody. But there's nobody else around. Okay, so so I was thinking, okay, do I not sleep as much and use Planet Fitness, but also I didn't want to use the Smith machines for these exercises that I have. Front squats, deadlifts, and Romanian deadlifts I had. And so then do I push it to, okay, maybe I'll do it Friday, which is I'm going to do that way. That was what I was probably going to do. But then yesterday afternoon, didn't have too much to get done because everybody was traveling. My business partners and my sales guys are all traveling to the event. And like, you know what? Let's go work out. So I did a second workout yesterday. I did one early in the morning and then one later afternoon. And did that leg workout yesterday. And exhausting because I'm doing high rep ranges and I got to work on my strength endurance. Is what my coach is saying. I got my strength endurance because, man, I was gassed after those sets. And kind of crazy how, even because I'm much lighter weight with that many repetitions, but physically exhausting. And so I'm not heading to the gym. I'm heading to the airport, as I said. But so let's kind of look back on yesterday's workout a little bit, since not talking about what I have coming up. And so I had front squats. Front squats to that many reps is definitely interesting. I do have to elevate my heels a little so I can get my knees where I want them to go. And I was practicing different ways of holding the bar in front. And one way I was doing with Jeff Nippard, showing with holding with your fingers and elbows up. And I actually kind of like that, but after a bit, when you get higher in the reps, man, your wrists get really sore, so I may have to work on my wrist mobility or something. But I like that. I did like the front squats overall. I had a really nice feel. Then I had deadlifts for 20 repetitions. That gets tiring, even with lower weight. And then Romanian deadlifts. And now the Romanian deadlifts, I after watching the video, I think my speed was a little too much, so I have to slow that down a little on the eccentric, burn that stretch. But that was a nice feel. So the legs feel pretty good this morning, and again, it's not super heavy weight, it's just a lot of repetition, so it's a really different feel for me. But I also added some calves and forearms. I added those to the end of the actual workout. So no gym today. Tomorrow we'll be back at it. Today is going to be a lot of steps walking. The place you're going is freaking huge. A lot of mingling with people. People that I don't know. I mean, obviously my employees will be there. Some of them I've never met in person because they've been new to us, and we're all over the country. So that's pretty cool. Get to meet some people. And I met with my loan officers, on Zoom as we do. It was a Tuesday, and was going over some things about to prepare for themselves for this event, and that they need to turn it on and not just be a passive observer. Because even though they're not going to be doing the speaking, we'll be doing the speaking. They can't be a passive observer. They need to interact with their agents to develop those relationships, be intentional about developing those relationships. And it's very important that when you go to something, set an intention. Like if you're going to an event, like a seminar, conference, most people just go up and show. like just to take it and listen. But if your intention is, I'm going to learn at least 2 or 3 things that I'm going to be able to implement in my business, and I'm going to write things down, you're going to get much more out of it versus just showing up, right? Well, in this case with our loan officers, their goal is to get business from these real estate agents. And in order to help them do that and make that become a reality, is that they need to intentionally work on that relationship while they're there. You know, being around them, working the friendship formula, proximity, frequency, duration, intensity, and being around them, asking them questions, getting to know them, being a resource, lead them, and guide them, because we'll be doing a lot of walking in different places and such that too. But let them know that you're there to help their business and be valuable to them. Not just do a great job with what the referrals, but help them generate more business. And there's some cool things that we're going to be presenting today in order to make that happen. So it's really important that when you go into a situation, what's your intention? What are you trying to get out of it? Set your mind to it. Don't just assume that it's going to come. You need to set your mind to it and go after it. What we set our mind to, we're more likely to achieve than if we just are haphazardly doing things. It's like if you go jogging every day and then you run a marathon or whatever, and you realize, well, my marathon time is not getting better, or my mile splits are not getting better. Well, I'm jogging every day, but are you jogging with intention? Are you jogging with intention to improve, pushing yourselves? There are many people that would jog every day and they don't change. I mean, what they're currently doing. I'm not saying that they're not getting any benefit of it. Obviously, there's some goodness to that. But if they're wanting to improve their mile splits, well, then you have to train with intention. You have to jog with intention. You see people going to the gym, and you need to train with intention. I want to do another video on what to look for in a good coach, because I guess now I'm talking about this, talk a little bit about this. But I saw probably the worst personal trainer. I don't know a lot of them, but probably the worst personal trainer than I ever saw. And at the gym yesterday morning, and this is an older gentleman. He was out of shape himself, which in that itself, that's another story. And he had 2 other older gentlemen that were his clients, so you can see why maybe there's attractiveness to there, because they're both all old. But he just stood there, having them do it, like just go do 12 and then have them doing some ridiculous little jog in place, but he wasn't monitoring their sets, their reps. And I'm no professional by any means when it comes to this, but you could easily see that they were not doing a good job with the way that they were using the machine, and the weights were completely wrong. And the guy was just sitting there and said, okay, do your 12 sets or reps, and that was it. He wasn't actually training them. He was basically babysitting them to make sure they did the machine, but not even making sure they did it correctly. And that happened over and over and over. And unfortunately, those guys are spending a lot of money on personal training, and they're not getting the results. They're not going to get results of it. Now, if they're looking for companionship and having friendship, that's, I guess, that in that case. But so when it comes to looking for a coach, well, we'll do another video on that. And I don't even know how I got onto this, but you want somebody that has gone through the grind to improve and to get better, holds you accountable, watches you, helps you refine and improve, helps you to optimize step by step by step. Not somebody just to watch over you. You can get anybody to do that. All right, so I'm actually stopping at the gas station here that's open to get myself a coffee. So I'm going to end it with that. Have yourself a great day, and I will talk to you tomorrow.